Hello, bankers. A very good morning to all of you. Welcome back. Welcome to JAIIB Savvy Prep. I hope I'm clearly audible and visible to all of you. Quickly join in so we can start our today's discussion. All right. Today's discussion is around customer services, right? So, unit number 17, customer service guidelines. So, customer service, sorry. Customer service guidelines, this we are going to discuss in today's session. All right. Quickly join in so we can start our discussion. Right. So let's have a quick look around the course. Sorry. If you talk about the unit 17, customer service guidelines, which include customer services in bank, customer service organizational framework, board approval policies on customer services. Then we have policy for general management of branch, ATM operations, security issues and risk mitigation measure, service at counters, information to customers, special arrangement at branches, and other provisions. Okay. So these are the this is the entire course curriculum, or these are the major subtopics which are generally part of this particular one. ठीक है. So थोड़ा सा cold हो गया है, ठीक है. तो but we will try to discuss all these particular subtopics with the help of number of MCQs, case studies, as well as your statement based questions. ठीक है. So we will start with very first question. So first question is, consider the following statement regarding customer services framework in a bank as per RBI guidelines. Okay. So quickly go through the question and try to answer this one. Sorry. So consider the following statement regarding customer services framework in banks as per RBI guidelines. Okay. So we have given 5 statements and we have to find out the correct statement. All right. So statement 1, the customers. So the customer service committee of board should include expert and customer representatives. Bilkul true. Again, 100% true. First statement. The standing committee. So the standing committee on customer services act as a bridge between various services and department. So standing committee on customer service act as bridge between various department and board. This is also correct. Okay. It will stop after 2-3 sneeze. Chalo. The branch level customer service committee must include at least one senior citizen. This is also correct. The standing committee must be chaired by RBI representative. Again, this is wrong. There is no RBI representative in these particular. Basically, you have to follow the RBI guidelines, but it is all the members, they are generally bank officials only. Okay? So this makes this statement wrong. Each bank must have a nodal department or official for customer service at head office and controlling office. This is also correct. See, 2 major committees. One is customer service committee. If you talk about the customer service committee, it is overall like whatever services we are providing to our existing customer or upcoming customers. Okay. So what new things we can provide, how we can increase the customer satisfaction to delight. So that is generally part of this. Okay. if you talk about the standing committee, it is something related to like to resolve the customer complaints or to manage day-to-day the customer addressal cell and all. So these are generally comes under this particular one. Okay? So we have to find out the correct statement. That means option A must be right answer for this one. Only statement incorrect is statement 4. And why it is incorrect? Aapka, the standing committee should be chaired by CMD or executive director, not by the RBI representative. All right. So only the members of bank, and even if you talk about the standing committee, it can be headed by CMD or आपका any executive director of bank itself, ठीक है, not by the RBI representative. All right. So this is clear. Any doubt on this, guys? So thoda sa I'll be requiring your help. If I miss something, please do point out. So I'll try to explain that particular one. Very important one. Please quickly go through this particular one. Okay. So customer service committee of the board. So bank are required to have customer service committee of the board, to which expert and representative of customers should be invitees to enable formulating policies and assess the compliance thereof, and also ongoing improvement in the quality of customer services. It could also took into other policy processes related to depositors. The committee should also play a proactive role with regard to complaint and grievances resolved by the banking ombudsman itself. Okay, so first one is customer service committee. Then another one is standing committee on customer services. Okay, so it is something like how we can improvise or how we can evolve, how we can provide the better services to our customer, what new things we can come up with. Okay, so that is generally part of this. And standing committee on customer services, it is something related to our ongoing services. If there are some sort of deficiencies and all, how to overcome with those particular one. If customer have some sort of complaints and all, how to resolve those particular complaints and all, right? So the committee on procedures and performance audit of public service recommended that bank have a permanent standing committee on customer services that should be a dedicated focal point for customer services and have sufficient power to evaluate the functioning in various departments. This committee cutting across various departments can serve as a micro level executive committee driving the implementation process and providing relevant feedbacks. The SSB would oversee the review or modify the initiatives आपका, ठीक है? So if you talk about this particular one, I guess it is something like जो ongoing activities आपकी हैं बैंक की, and how we are handling those particular one on regular basis, and making some sort of audits, and if there are some deficiencies, how to solve those particular ones. So these two committees, one is customer service committee of board and another one is standing committee on customer services. Please do remember this one, very important one. Chalo, next question, guys. I got a heavy cold from last night itself. Okay. But I hope you guys are getting these particular thing. If I miss anything, please do let me know. I'll try to explain that particular part. So consider the following statement regarding board approval policies on customer services in bank. This is easy one. I hope you will be able to answer this question. So the customer compensation policy may include payment of interest for delay in issuing a duplicate draft. This is true. Okay. The comprehensive deposit policy should explicitly state that bank right over the customer's deposit in case of dispute. So see, this statement should be reversed. Okay. It is not bank right, it is customer's right in case of any disputes and all. Okay. So the comprehensive deposit policy should state the customer's right over the bank deposits or customer deposit in case of any disputes along with the bank right. So we have to disclose both the one. Okay, like if there is some dispute, so what will be the rights of customers? That is more important. We have to aware people about that particular thing. So this make this a statement wrong. The check collection policy must cover a time frame for check collection and interest payments for delays. Okay, this is again 100% true. So we always have like these policies or guidelines are always aligned with the customer first policy, right? So these two statements are correct. That means 1 and 3. Option B should be right answer for this one. Okay. So if we talk about the statement 2, why it is incorrect? Comprehensive deposit policy should set out depositors' right, not the bank right over the deposit itself, right? So this is the one. Next one, guys. Okay, so please quickly go through these particular one. Again, very important one. Okay. So comprehensive deposit policy. Banks should have transparent and comprehensive policy setting out the right of the depositors in general and small depositors in particular. The policy should cover all aspect of operation of deposit accounts, charge, revival and other related issues to facilitate interaction of depositors at branch level. It should also be explicit in regard of secrecy and confidentiality of the customers, providing other facilities by tying up with the placement of deposits in respective practice, restrictive practice, and should not be adopted. So it is something like when we are onboarding customers to our branch, or if any new customer is coming, so we do have some sort of policies or guidelines regarding that particular one. Okay. So these policies or the guidelines or terms and conditions should be transparent to the customers. Okay. So we have to clearly disclose the right of customers or depositors, what right they do have, and like in case of any dispute, how they can use those particular rights. So we can build some sort of confidence among these customers itself, right? Then another one is check collection policy. Banks should have a comprehensive and transparent policy on collection of check. For that should cover the following three aspects. One is immediate credit for local or out station check, time frame for collection of local and out station instruments, and third one is interest payment for delays, delayed collections. Okay. So these are the three major areas which are generally part of check collection policy and which should be disclosed to the customers. One is आपका immediate credit for local and out station check, time frame for collection of local and out station check, and if there is some delayed, so the आपका basically interest payment for that particular delayed check and all, right? So customer compensation policy. Bank must have a customer compensation policy that could be based on the model policy of Indian Bank Association. It should cover the following aspect. First one is enormous debit due to fraudulent or other transactions, payment of interest for delays in collection, payment of interest for delays in issue of duplicate draft, and other unauthorized transaction of bank leading to financial losses to the customers. Okay. So again आपका customer comprehensive policy. ठीक है. Final one आपका customer grievance redressal policy. Bank must have a well documented customer grievance redressal policy as well. ठीक है. How they are going to handle complaints filed by the bank itself. ठीक है. तो देखो बहुत ही अच्छा क्वेश्चन था ये, बहुत अच्छी सारी चीजें आपका, ठीक है, इन डिटेल. सो दो दिस क्वेश्चन इज फॉर हाफ मार्क्स और 1 मार्क्स ओनली, ठीक है, बट द थिंग विच इज explained here, that is we have these bank wise, we have these 4 policies, ठीक है, और so you have to disclose all these particular policies to the customers, including comprehensive deposit policy, check collection policy, customer comprehensive, and customer grievance redressal. And you can expect half marks question based on this or this or this or this also. Okay? So you have to, like whenever you revising these particular things, so please revise well. ठीक है, तो ये आपको बहुत हेल्प करेंगे आने वाले समय में. Any question guys? Any question? Please do let me know. I'm not feeling that good today. तो थोड़ा सा ब्रेन भी आपका हो गया, फ्रीज हो गया, ऐसा फील हो रहा है कई बार. But if you have any question, any doubt, please do let me know. I'll try to explain that particular one. ठीक है, चलो अगला क्वेश्चन guys. Identify which of the following statement are correct as per RBI directive on the policy for general management of branch. ठीक है, ये बहुत आसान क्वेश्चन है ये हमारे डे टू डे वर्किंग से रिलेटेड है, ठीक है. सो व्हाट विल बी योर करेक्ट आंसर फॉर दिस वन? प्लीज क्विकली गो थ्रू दिस वंस. So, a multilingual booklet and indicators board must be made available to ensure accessibility of services. First statement, 100% true. Roving officials, basically roving officials, rove means आपका move करना from one place to another, ठीक है. So there are some officials in our bank. They are generally known as roving officials. They generally visit from one branch to another, ठीक है. They assist the existing staff of that particular branch, or they sometimes they also conduct some sort of audits. They generally oversee their activities, how we are dealing with the customer. If there are some deficiencies, they also highlight those particular one, how we can improvise, ठीक है. तो ऐसे बहुत सारे activities होते हैं. To be appointed solely for monitoring the punctuality of staff, no, it is not. This is not the sole motive behind this particular one. Okay? So this statement is wrong. The bank policy must include a board approval process for introducing a new product services that may affect customer right. Okay? Obviously, this is yes. If you are coming with a new product or new feature in your existing product, so it should be part of the board approval policy. So we can ensure kind of like if there is something which affect the customers right, yeah, so that should be that decision should be gone through the board approval policy, ठीक है. So आपका interest rate के regarding है या फिर other if you are adding something new or if you are coming with some new products and all, so it should be part of board approval policy. Customer service audits and surveys are to be conducted periodically as part of the service improvements. The use of Hindi and English only is mandated for conducting transaction at all branches, ठीक है. So it is आपका हिंदी एंड अदर लैंग्वेजेस, ठीक है. नॉट आपका हम वी कैन नॉट स्टिक टू इंग्लिश, ठीक है. इट इज आपका हिंदी एज अ ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज, इट कैन बी आपका हिंदी और एनी अदर लैंग्वेजेस इंक्लूडिंग इंग्लिश आपका, ठीक है. सो दिस मेक दिस पर्टिकुलर स्टेटमेंट रॉन्ग. So what we have to find out? We have to find out correct statement means 134. 134. So 134 means option D will be right answer for this one. Okay. So statement 2 was incorrect. Roving official are intended to ensure employees responsiveness and assist customers. Okay. The another one is आपका statement 5, the policy encourages use of Hindi and regional languages, not Hindi and English itself. Okay? So it is Hindi and regional languages. So it can be English or it can be some other language of that particular region also, right? Next one. So again, please go through this one. Banks should have board approval policy for general management of the branches covering first, infrastructure facilities at branch, adequate space, proper furnitures, drinking water, facilities for pensioners, senior citizen and disabled persons, and clean environment. Inquiry counters at large or bigger branches in addition to reception counters. Multilingual indicators board at the all counters. Roving officials to ensure responsiveness of employees, how we are dealing with the customers, and helping customers in their transactions. Then we have providing multilingual booklet on the service and facilities. Use Hindi and regional language in transaction business with customers. Reviewing and improving the security system. Branch staff training with customer service orientations. Periodical visit by senior official from controlling or head office for for on the spot study, customer service audit or customer surveys, holding customer relation programs and periodical meetings to interact with the different cross sections of the customer, having new product and service approval process that stipulate board approvals on issue which comprise the right of the common person, appointing quality assurance officers to ensure that policy is translated into proper procedures. Okay, so this is the one. So these are some branch level आपका So branches, they should maintain these particular things, and these are the general management guidelines according to RBI itself. ठीक है, so एक proper आपका जो branch level की जो activities होती हैं, they are generally driven by these many guidelines. Next question. Which of the following statement regarding ATM operation are correct? ठीक है, I hope this is again easy one. ठीक है, so बन जाएगा सबसे. So customer are allowed 5 free ATM transaction per month at their own bank's ATMs. ठीक है, 5 ही है ना, बीबी true है. In non-metro centers, customers can make 3 free transactions at other bank. ठीक है, no, it is like in metro cities 3 आपका other banks. ठीक है, but it is आपका in non metro it is 5. ठीक है, not it is not 3, it is 5 transactions. ठीक है, at other bank per month. ठीक है, so this make this statement wrong. PIN validation is required for every successive ATM transactions, including balance inquiries. ठीक है, so then only, like with the PIN verification only, they will be able to access their accounts. So this make this statement correct. Bank are not required to display any contract information at ATM kiosks. They are like, they generally advertise their products or new products or customer offerings and all. So this is wrong. They can display the any contact information or even the other information also. Like every time when we used to do some transaction, so there is like, if there is any dispute, call on this number and all these kind of things. So it is required to display the contact information at ATM kiosk. A uniform complaint template prescribed by RBI must be displayed at ATM kiosk. Okay. So if you enter into the ATM, so there is like that green board and all. So they have this kind of information if any fraud happened with that particular transaction or any transaction. So how people can approach to the bank and all. So this is correct. Cash out over 10 hours in a month at any ATM lead to a monetary penalty of आपका 10,000. True. Customer complaint regarding failed ATM transaction must be resolved within T plus 5 working days. Failing such, there will be a आपका compensation of 100 rupees per day payables. Again correct. ठीक है. So what we have to find out, correct statements 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. That means option A only will be right answer for this particular question. Alright. So these were the guidelines under this particular one. Somebody answered. Yes, Mayank, very good. Mayank sir, very good. So option D, you answer for this question or previous question? I have. So statement 2 is false. 5 free transaction at non-metro others bank. Okay. And statement 4 was false. Bank must display contact details at ATM kiosk regarding any fraud or any kind of further help which required to the customers about that particular one. Okay. Next one, guys. Consider the following statement regarding RBI prescribed security measures for electronic transactions. Okay. RBI's prescribed security measure for electronic transactions. Electronic transaction, it can be online NEFT or mail orders or telegraphic transfer and all. Okay, wherever we generally using internet banking and all. Okay, so card issuers must provide a multiple 24 into 7 channels for reporting unauthorized card transaction. 100% true. Okay. If customer face with any problems anywhere, anytime, so they should have an option to report that particular problems. Okay, so for that sake, this is must. पहला बिल्कुल correct है. Bank must send online alert to customers only for international card transaction. Okay, not only for international card transaction. It is for all type of card transactions. Okay, so this make this a statement wrong. In card not present transaction, an additional factor of authentication is mandatory. Okay, so nowadays, like we have cashless withdrawals in other areas. So one additional factor of authentication, it can be PIN or any other things. Okay, so that is required in this case. In Moto is आपका mail orders or telegraphic transfers. Okay, and SI, standing instruction transaction, without additional authentications, the issuer must compensate the customers for any loss. ठीक है, 100% true. ठीक है, so mail आपका mail orders और telegraphic transfer, these we generally use for the international remittances. SI is आपका standing instructions. ठीक है, so without additional authentication, the issuer must compensate the customer for any losses. Customer without registered mobile number should be restricted from all type of electronic transactions, including ATM cash withdrawal. Okay, so now this till here it is fine. It is not all team. So without even they can do the ATM cash transaction. So this make this statement wrong. Okay, overall this statement is wrong. So without mobile number we can do this ATM things and all. Okay, so this make this statement wrong. ATM transaction can be done without a mobile number also, right? So let's say we have opened one accounts, that mobile number is not working, but we do have that card. Like we can insert that particular card by placing the correct pin in all, so we can withdraw the money or we can do other transaction like bank balance inquiry, transfer and all, right? So what will be your correct answer? 134. 134 means option B, which should be right answer for this particular one. Okay, so statement 2 आपका, alert must be sent for all type of debit and credit card transaction, not just international. Fifth one was incorrect. Customer who do not provide mobile numbers can still use ATM cash withdrawal services, but other electronic transaction they cannot be used. आपका, right? Everyone, guys, any question? Chalo, next one, if no question, we'll move forward. Consider the following statement regarding service at the counter in bank branches. ठीक है? How will be ATM activated without? So it is normal. This is the case आपका, ठीक है, कि like it can be ATM activated first of all, ठीक है. If you are, let's say, if that customers is going achieving those particular things from the bank itself, we do have that option now through the bank authentication and all. And it is a case, let's say, if a customer they have one accounts, later on, let's say they change their mobile numbers and all, ठीक है. So your internet ID or credentials are linked with one number itself. Okay? So let's say my bank account is linked with that particular specific number, but now that number is not working, so I cannot access to internet banking services, right? I'll go for the authentication and all. But if you have active cards, the ATM cards, which is issued by bank, and we got the verification and everything, same. In that case, we can do remittances. So this is the situation in that one. Hermal sir, got it. Next one आपका, consider the following statement regarding services at a counter, at the counter of oh, sorry, at the counter of bank branches. So stop. Okay, please go through this particular one. This is like, this is not the one, na? Nirmal sir. Just a minute, huh? I'm getting heavy cold today. Okay. So please go through this particular one. Consider the following statement regarding the service at counters in bank branches. I'll take Nirmal sir question first. Okay. So customer without registered mobile number should. So it is something like आपका in आपका ATM cash withdrawal is like, let's say I have registered my number with banks. Later on that number is not working. Okay, Okay, sorry. So in that case, basically, in future, let's say once I have this one, accounts at ATMs, internet banking access, everything. Later on, if that number is got inactivated, okay, so what will be the situation in that case? I won't be able to access these online transactions and all, because when we download the application or access your आपका that mobile numbers and all, okay, so they'll not take that particular one. But if we have one cards which is provided by bank, and that is like not require every time some sort of authentications, like whenever we withdraw monies from the ATMs and all, okay, they do not ask for the SMS which is deliver on your registered numbers and all. In other cases, if that number is not working, even your app application and other things, they are not going to work in that situation. So consider the following statement regarding services at counters in bank branch. So this is, I hope everybody will be able to solve this one, basic one. So staff working hours are scheduled 30 minutes before a business hours to complete administrative task. It is not 30 hours, 30 minutes. What is the time frame? It is आपका 15 minutes. ठीक है, so it is 15 minute आपका, ठीक है. Branches must remain open to public for at least 4 hours on weekdays and working Saturdays. So at least 4 hours. This is the for customer dealing. It should be downside 4 hours. Rural branches can fix their business hours and weekly holidays to suit local needs. This is also correct. All customer present in banking hall at the close of business hour must be attended to. Okay, this is also correct. Okay. Like let's say that close hours, during that close hours, okay, so there are 10 peoples who remains, ठीक है, जिनका भी आपका जो भी जिस भी पर्पस के लिए they have entered in our branch, that is not fulfilled, ठीक है. So even during after the close hours also, if they are presented in hall, so we have to entertain them, right? So this is 100% true. Bank are required to fix uniform business hours for all their branches across India. What do you say about this last statement? Bank are required to fix uniform business hours for all their branches across India. So what will be your correct answer? आपका 2 3 4. Now we have to it is like, see, it is contradict of this statement itself कि like flexibility and all, okay. So I'll not go for this particular one. It can be differed from one place to another place, okay. So sorry. So option A should be right answer for this one. Okay. So uniform business hours are not mandatory. Bank may fix hours at their businesses, okay, at their discretion. Okay. Statement one was incorrect. Staff are are to report 15 minutes before the business hours, not the 30 minutes. Okay. Rest I hope rest are clear to everyone. Okay. So this is again very important one. Please go through this one. ठीक है, एक बार थोड़ा सा रीडिंग कर लीजिए सब लोग. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है आपका ये. And this topic itself is very important. ठीक है, as I said earlier also, if anything which is related to your journal banking practices, and you know about those particular things, but there are some things which you have to remember. जैसे that 30 minute or 15 minute वाला difference. Like हमें बताया जाता है when we onboard that particular bank, ठीक है. So whenever you join the bank, so during your training period, they have told you you have to present before 15 minutes of your administrative work. But like that is not the general case. So we reach to 1 hour before, or आपका sometime it is like at the time of that particular one, ठीक है. So but that guidelines are very important, ठीक है, in case of PPB, and questions will be based on these guidelines itself. So you have to be very careful with this particular subject. So business and working hours, employees should add their seat at the commencement of business hours. Following regulars hour and continuous availability of customer services is basic requirements. So it is आपका reporting time of staff. The working hour of the staff is fixed 15 minutes earlier, especially in metropolitan and urban areas. Business hours branches are required to function at least 4 hours on a week days and working Saturdays. ठीक है. Banking timing, no particular bank hours have been prescribed. A bank may fix business hours for the branches at their own discretion. Rural branches areas can fix their business hours. Legal provisions, other relevant local laws, SOP and Establishment Act, and obligations to staff under the industrial award settlement need to be observed. Uninterrupted legal provision is something आपका जैसे require regarding the leave and all ना. So there are some state leaves or you have to follow NI Act for the leave and all. Otherwise, they're like in especially in case of RRBs and all. ठीक है. कई बार होता है ना like that local holiday and all. ठीक है. Uninterrupted services, no counter should remain unattended during the business hours for uninterrupted services. Declaration of holiday under the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881 also, ठीक है, which is आपका section 25. Yes, public holiday जो list आपके होते हैं and you have to follow that particular one. ठीक है. Closing the counters, all customer in banking hall or branch hall, ठीक है, at the close of business hours must be attended. ठीक है, like when let's say there are 10-15 customers and your closing hours, let's say it is 4 p.m. ठीक है, still there are some customers who already entered in the branch, so we have to entertain them, right? Extension of business hours for non-cash transactions, so it can be non-voucher generating transactions, issued of passbook, statement of account, issue of checkbook, delivery of term deposit receipt, draft, acceptance of share application form, and acceptance of clearing check bills or collection. ठीक है, so these are basically आपका non-cash transaction which can be like we can have extension beyond the business hours. Voucher generating transactions, issue of depository receipt, term deposit receipt, acceptance of check for locker rent dues, issue of traveler's check, issue of gift check, acceptance of individual check for transfer credit as well. ठीक है. Then we have evening counters. Bank can have evening counter at the premises of existing branch in urban and metropolitan areas centers for providing facilities to public beyond the normal hours of the business so as to bring about the improvements in the services. ठीक है. And guidance to customer, all branches except very small ones should have inquiry or may I help you counters, advisory services on deposit schemes. This is a room for providing customer satisfaction by assisting customers in taking proper decision for investment in various deposit scheme, kind of wealth management and all. And complaint box and book. So a complaint come suggestion box may be kept in the branch premises at a prominent place. Bank also maintain an online complaint management system. So these are certain guidelines regarding the overall branch management, and very important one guys, please do revise these particular things. ये आपको बहुत help करेंगे आपका. So next one, consider the following statement regarding display and dissemination of information by bank as per RBI guide. This was asked in your previous examination itself. Okay. Last time they asked one question based on this. So what are the requirements and all? What will be your correct answer? चलो बताओ. Sorry. Very important one, guys. So display. So display and dissemination of information. How you are spreading information about the product and services, like forex rate or the other information, do's and don'ts and all. So bank So bank must ensure that the comprehensive notice board is at least 2 by 2 feet. This This is the minimum requirement. ठीक है? At least it should be 2 by 2 feet. ठीक है? 100% true. हाँ. So information displayed on the notice board must be bilingual or trilingual and updated periodically with the date. Second one is also correct. Booklet and brochures must be provided only in English and Hindi with a minimum font size of 8, Arial 8. No, it is not Arial 8. Okay, first of all, officially, whenever we talk about the official documents and all, it is Arial 10. Okay. Arial 10 and 12 is generally used for the official documents and all. And it should be Hindi and any other आपका रीजनल और रीजनल लैंग्वेजेस इंक्लूडिंग इंग्लिश आपका ठीक है हिंदी and any other regional language. Okay? So that is the one. So this makes this statement wrong. Bank are required to display interest rate and service charge information on their website using a standard format prescribed by RBI. Okay, 100% true. A one-page key fact statement must be provided to all individual borrowers at all stage of loan processing. Okay, this seems also correct. Bank are advised to educate customers about their right, responsibilities, and procedures involved in availing banking services. Again, correct. Okay. So, what will be your correct answer? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, option D should be right answer for this one, right? So the only incorrect statement was statement third. Booklet should be bilingual, trilingual, but minimum font size should be आपका 10, not 8 आपका ठीक है official on all the official documents basically we use Arial font size is 10 ठीक है next one. Which of the following statement regarding spatial arrangement at bank branches are correct? Spatial arrangement at bank branches. Chalo, please quickly go through this particular one. Very good, Mayank sir. Chalo. So, what will be your correct answer for this one? Ramp must be provided at branches and ATM to assist wheelchair users and person with disabilities. Visually impaired persons are not eligible. No, they are eligible for checkbook and credit cards or other cards. Uh, talking ATMs with braille keywords, keypads, and magnifying glasses should be available for visually impaired customers. Okay. So braille language, I hope you heard about this particular one. Okay. And it should be for like braille keywords and magnifying glasses that should be available for visually impaired persons. So this is things which bank can do for their customers. Okay. Bank should provide facilities only to pension account holders who are old. It should be to all आपका ठीक है not only pensioners and all ठीक है bank may open account for person with mental disabilities based on certificate from the आपका competent authorities ठीक है so आपको what will be your correct answer आपका 135 ठीक है 135 means option B should be right answer for this one all right चलो so statement 2 was incorrect visually impaired person are eligible for checkbook credit cards and all ठीक है then next one is आपका statement 4 is incorrect facilities must also be extended to non pension old sick or inappropriated account holders also okay so see we in our second or third class we around for blind person checkbook is आपका not eligible ठीक है so they are not eligible for checkbooks and all these kind of services but it is visually impaired ठीक है so he is not a proper blind and all so in that case it is allowed so please do remember these small things and all next one consider the following statement regarding RBI direction on banks ठीक है RBI direction to bank so please go through this one so bank must not impose any restriction on deposit of cash over the counter by customers. Okay. bank must not impose any restriction on deposit of cash over the counter. Okay, true. Bank are bank are advised to compensate customers only when the bank is at fault in case of enormous debits. It can be like it is not the one thing. So even sometime if it is due to technical or other delays, in that case liability belongs to bank. Okay? So that is the one. Bank must extend necessary cooperation to officers of the Central Board of Direct Taxes. True. So 1 and 3, option A only will be right answer. Okay. So statement 2 was incorrect. RBI advised that even when the bank is not at fault, but the fault lies any elsewhere in the system, that bank should still compensate to the customers. Okay. So customer first policy. It is all about कि customer is the king in our organization. All right. So this is it. So let's quickly go through this particular summary portion. Okay. So customer services is the act of taking care of the need of the person by providing and delivering the service in a professional manner, promptly and politely. Okay. So it relate to the service provided to customers before, during, and after relationship is established, meeting the legitimate aspirations of its customers, enable the bank to maintain its image, credit confidence, and attract fund comparatively at low cost in a competitive environment. Customer service in the challenging issues in any service industry, as there are many intangible that define a customer satisfaction or otherwise with a particular bank branch or product or processes. Okay. RBI has prescribed certain institutional setup to be in place in bank for monitoring customer service related aspect. Customer service committee of the board and standing committee on the customer service, branch level customer service committee, and nodal departments officials for the customer services. Okay, we practice our first or second question based on these only. Next, also bank are required to have certain specific policies related to customer service, comprehensive deposit policy, check collection policy, customer compensation policy, and customer grievance redressal. So our second question was completely driven by this. Customer service norms cover a wide range of aspects. The physical facilities as branch, delivery, standard, and charges of basic banking services security issued in the digital transactions, information in customer awareness about the basic common services. Okay? So this is it. So we have covered everything which were given in your summary. Summary is kind of, they generally pick it from the keywords, the entire topic and all. And everything we have generally clear आपका discuss in this particular session. So थोड़ा सा cold ज़्यादा है आज. I hope I am able to explain you things properly. Still, those who are watching and recorded, if you have any queries, please do let me know in the comment section. Those who are watching on app, so you can send me your queries through chat board. All right, then I'll see you tomorrow, guys. आज के लिए इतना ही करेंगे, ठीक है? I'll see you tomorrow at same time 7 a.m. and we'll discuss one more session, ठीक है? And so now very few days are remaining. I'll suggest कि these days are very very important. ठीक है? Practice hard, ठीक है? Practice as much as you can, ठीक है? So you have that unit wise MCQs or module wise or the full length mock test. Go through these particular one. You can attempt those particular mock tests n number of time, ठीक है? तो जितना ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिस करोगे उतना ज़्यादा एफिशिएंसी आपके बढ़ेगी and go through that explanation part. That is definitely going to help you out, especially in case of PPB and IA and IFS. These two subjects are very very important for us, ठीक है? तो यहाँ पे you have to, that explanation वाला part is more helpful for all of you, right? So please go through those particular one, and if you need any help, you can ask me, so I'll try my best. All right, so this is it from my side, guys. Thank you for joining this session. Thank you for watching this session. Bye bye, take care all, have a nice day. Thank you.